Hey, Bonnie here. Quick story. When our second child was about a year old, we decided to switch all of our conventional household cleaners to Shackley's Get Clean, non-toxic, environmentally friendly cleaners all over our home. And I can't tell you the amount of relief that it brought me as a mom when we switched, because our second born was a lot more adventurous than our first child was. And so when she was just a year old, right after we had switched all of our cleaners in our home, and I come into the kitchen and I find on the floor, on the carpet, her sitting in the midst of this pile of the dry dish soap, and it was all dumped out and it was all around her, and she had it on her hands and there was some on her face. Like, I just knew that she had put that in her mouth. And for a split second, part of me wanted to react and freak out. But then I knew, oh my goodness, okay, we had just switched. These are Shackley's non-toxic cleaners. She's gonna be fine. And just this flood of relief, as I bent down to pick her up, I didn't have to yell at her. I didn't have to scream at her. I didn't have to overreact. I just picked her up. I cleaned her off. I gave her lots of water, and I knew she was going to be fine. I didn't have to call poison control. We didn't have to get her stomach pumped, none of that. In fact, I don't even remember any adverse reactions at all from her from that day. And I was just so relieved that we had chosen to switch, because it could have been a totally different scenario when I had walked into that kitchen otherwise. And so also with our second born, again, as she grew up, her skin was super sensitive, and we found out that anytime her skin had clothing or sheets on them that had been washed in conventional cleaners full of the toxins, she would have a rash or kind of an allergic response, and just a lot of redness and itching. And so whenever we wash in Shackley's Get Clean laundry detergent, she never has that response. Her skin is fine, and we find that we have to wash all of her new clothes before she wears them too, because there's chemicals in those from the stores. And once we do, she has no problem with her sensitive skin. So I just really appreciate that about Shackley's cleaners. And certainly if you already have kids or people in your home who have pre-existing health issues, sensitive skin, eczema, allergies, asthma, trouble with RSV, those kinds of things, oh my goodness, it is so worth it to switch, and you will thank yourself loads and loads and loads later for just impacting your family's health in that small way and super economical way. So thanks, guys. Have a great day.